Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Luxury Kings, the incredible story of Ray Kroc and McDonald's. Number 1, Ray Kroc's. In the year 1954, a 52-year-old multi-mixer salesman who was curious enough to drive almost 1,700 miles to visit a restaurant which brought several multi-mixers ended up eating at one of the first quick-service restaurants in the history of mankind. The two brothers, Dick and Mac McDonald, who were running the restaurant, were looking for a new agent, and Ray Kroc, the multi-mixer salesman, pitched in. The rest, of course, is history. In 1955, Ray Kroc founded McDonald's System, which later became McDonald's Corporation. By 1958, the company had sold its 100 millionth hamburger. Sounds like an overnight success, right? I was an overnight success, all right, but 30 years is a long, long night, he said. Number 2, 1940, McDonald's Barbecue. It all started when brothers Dick and Mac McDonald opened a drive-in called McDonald's Barbecue on 14th and East Streets in San Bernardino, California in 1940. Nothing like the restaurants of today, car hops delivered barbecued meat sandwiches and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to customers' cars. However, the McDonald's brothers thought they could do better and in 1948 closed the restaurant and reinvented it to have a menu with only 9 items. Number 3, doing the deal. Ray cemented a deal to be McDonald's brothers' exclusive agent and started selling franchises. At the same time, he also opened the first duplicate of the McDonald brothers' California restaurant in Des Plaines, Illinois. Ray saw something big in the making and tried to convince the brothers that they could also do bigger things also. A few years later, the three owned multiple restaurants. However, Ray was the one who wanted to build the eateries into a true empire. He recognized that it was the certain time to introduce a chain like this, as automobile travel was becoming increasingly popular in the 1950s and freeways were beginning to build up in a big way. There's a lot to absorb there. Number 4, 1955, the first official McDonald's. In 1954, a Chicagoan, Ray Kroc, visited the McDonald brothers and immediately saw its potential. He became their franchising agent, starting McDonald's System Incorporated. The first of these new restaurants was 400 North Lee Street in Des Plaines, Illinois, near Chicago. The iconic building with golden arches was designed by Stanley Meston, and first-day sales totaled at €276.75. Number 5, furious feud over €2.2 million takeover. But it wasn't long before someone else had his eye on their prize. In 1954, Ray Kroc was working as a traveling salesman selling multi-mix machines to restaurants when he noticed he was selling more to the McDonald brothers than any other customer. After watching the operation from the car park at San Bernardino, the ruthless businessman who once said, "If any of my competitors were drowning, I'd stick a hose in their mouth and turn on the water," sensed an opportunity and offered to help the brothers expand. Number 5, 1963. By 1963, McDonald's had grown so much that its signs boasted information about 1 billion hamburgers sold. By this time, McDonald's just has hit its 500th restaurant mark, and it was uphill from there, to say the least. As a result, Ray Kroc's net worth increased big time. At the time of his death in 1984, Kroc had an estimated net worth of $600 million. Today, lots of franchise businesses are located at about every freeway exit across America. Only true entrepreneurs have the vision, clairvoyance really, to see what's coming. Number 6, 1968, the Big Mac. The famous Big Mac burger landed in 1968, developed by Jim Delegati, owner and operator of the Pittsburgh restaurant. The Big Mac is made with 2 beef patties, special sauce, iceberg lettuce, American cheese, pickles, and onions, served in a 3-part sesame seed bun. Today, the 508-calorie burger is still one of the company's best sellers with roughly 28 sold globally per second. Number 7, family claim brothers lost €200 million. McDonald family members have since claimed Dick and Mac were then cheated out of the 0.5% share in profits, which would have made them an estimated €200 million by 2012. As well as financial loss, the brothers were about to lose their place in fast food history. In his 1970 autobiography, Kroc claimed that he was the chain's owner and the first McDonald's to open was his 1955 outlet, completely ignoring the original McDonald's set up 14 years before and the 20 other franchises founded by the brothers. In a 2016 interview, the brothers' nephew, Ronald McDonald, told Mail Online, Ray Kroc just wanted more and more. Name me and one other American corporation where an employee became the founder. Number 8, 2001, McCafe. McCafes were introduced in the U.S. in 2001, with the first to open in the Oak Brook, Illinois restaurant. Customers could now enjoy the relaxed feel of a cafe and sip on barista-made coffee while indulging in a piece of cake too. They were already going strong in Australia, introduced 8 years earlier in 1993. Number 9, 2014, self-serve kiosks. Customers who didn't want to line up to order their meal were given another option in late 2014 with the introduction of self-serve kiosks. The new technology meant that customers could walk in and instead of ordering from a cashier, they could use touchscreens to place their orders and pay before picking it up from the counter. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that,